Mark Webber, welcome to Booktopia.
No worries, thanks mate.
We're here talking about Aussie Grit, which I've read over the last couple of days. Congratulations on the book before we say anything. It's not a salacious book, but it's a very honest book. Have in the last few days or before writing it, did you have to make calls to friends or teammates, possibly?
Actually, yeah, I did. I think there is maybe not surprises for some people, but it's just I think it's nice to be able to be very open with the book and talk about how I obviously got to Formula One. Then obviously a lot of the people out there are interested in my Formula One career. I suppose that's what most people are buying the book for, to read about what actually happened in Formula One. But yeah, the journey itself obviously is great for the neutral. You don't have to be an F1 nutter to read the book and have sections of the book I think you can enjoy. But getting in touch with Sebastian, obviously when the book did come out, I was explained to him that there was some chapters which might not reflect him in the best light in terms of at that period when it was very hot and intense for us guys, and but that's you have to be frank and open with what happened at the time, but obviously that was a few years ago now, and so we've been in touch, and
well, that's what I like about it, because it's not, like I said, it's not salacious, it's very honest, and I think you still paint Sebastian in a pretty good light, to be honest.
I think he comes out pretty well, which is how it should be. I mean, that's at the end of the day, it was he's actually a quality act, obviously a sensational driver, and actually our relationship, obviously was very tested many times, but deep down I think there was a lot of respect for each other. Yeah.
So tell me how being in an F1 cockpit is like running a marathon with two shoes, 2 sizes too small.
Well, I think the cockpit environment, I mean, F1 cars are designed for speed, not for comfort. I'm not the shortest of guys, so most of my career I was certainly shoehorning my way into a car. It was not the most, just the most comfortable environment. I would always get in the car as late as I could. I would always get out as soon as I could, even in testing or practice. It wasn't a place where I loved sitting in just for fun. I was sitting in the car to do my work and do my profession. But it was. I've had many sportsmen and women, obviously from different fields, come to watch me race, and after the race, I give them a chance to sit in the car, and they're just like, how it's so different from a road car that they just I think the calibration of how it should be and what they're used to is so different. Yeah,
and that's one of the best things about the book that I like, is that the world is so different. So your Twitter handle is at Aussie Grit. Your memoir now is Aussie Grit. Tell me what part grit has played in a sport that most people associate with the glamorous side.
Yeah, I think I suppose the tenacious side of the sport. So hanging in there when any sportsman or woman can relate, especially when in that professional environment. You want to be in the top few for most of your career. You need to be really I think have the determination and that tenacity to it's really measured on yourself. The buck stops with yourself often. Yes, you have a team of people around you, but you've got to constantly lift those people as well. And that requires, obviously, I suppose, a bit of grit. And week in, week out, you've got to have your feet coming out of the bed with a focus and determination. And it's important to keep that going year after year. And so you need a lot of grit, I think, to get through. Yes, of course, there is some glamour around in F1, but there's a lot of hard work as well.
So tell me, you're going back in time. What's one piece of advice you'd tell a little car-mad kid from Queanbeyan, if you could?
Well, certainly work hard. I think focus hard on your goals, and anything's possible. I think that if you're passionate about something and you really, really believe in something hard, you generally will get extremely close to that goal and make damn sure that you can exhaust all your options to get as close to you as you can to it. Whether it's fashion, art, music, sport, whatever your individual passion and drive is, that you have a great chance to do special things if you really immerse yourself into it 100%.
And maybe grow less, maybe do some more overhead weights as a child.
Yes, I think, mate, as a driver I'd love to have been a lot shorter. Obviously, it's amazing to see these young guys in go-karts now, and they're paranoid about how tall they're going to be. They want to really try and, I need to stop growing now, I need to be this weight. And so borderline, not as bad as the jockeys obviously, but being small is certainly an advantage.
Mark Webber, thank you so much for joining us today.
No worries.
It's been a real thrill. And I think a lot of Australians are going to enjoy this story that's much more than just car racing.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it gives them a really good feeling for the journey, leaving Australia, racing in Europe, and obviously special relationship with Anne that I had and still do, obviously, and how we went through that together as a professional and personal relationship, and yeah, it was a really good yarn. And some of the characters and the people I come across, you know, some incredible people I worked with and met, and yeah, so that's all in the book.
Beautiful. And you can get that book from booktopia.com.au right now.